Greetings, salutations, good day, and hi again, everyone. Well, this is it. It's the last full weekend in May. Tomorrow is the real-life Indianapolis 500, the 106th running of the greatest spectacle in racing. Today, we have ourselves the greatest spectacle in vTuber racing, as 33 drivers get to compete in the vTuber Indy 500. First off, we have the 11th round in the 5th series. It's the Indy Grand Prix on the road course. Last chance for some of the drivers in this 5th series to make the field of 33 for the 500. Yes, it's the IndieCar 5th series finale, and thanks for tuning in live on this day before the real-life Indianapolis 500. Let's have a look at the Oval classification standings after 10 rounds. Look at your top 5. Current points leader Nacho Nucko is on top with 176 points just from the ovals. Temiko is second, 154. Navi Mama 128. Kiyomi Pion Pion Kiki 118. Lumi 111. Have a look at the top 5 for the Road and Street classification. Suzuki Hina, who won her very first IndyCar race with her victory at Baltimore last Sunday. She's on top of the classification with 183 points. Girl Yam is second, 152 points. Mirai Akari 110, Chibidoki 108, Nacho Nucko 106. The next round is the last Road and Street round, so the classification will be decided then after that race, and then we'll also decide the Oval classification after the 500. Having a look at the overall standings, Nacho Nucko still leads the championship standings by 30 points. Suzuki Hina is second, 30 points behind at 252. Girl Diam still in the top 3. With 240 points, 42 behind the Nacho. For all you champions following along with Kiki, she's in the top 5. Kiki just 74 points behind Nacho Nucko. And Temiko still doing consistently good at 5th with 192 points, 90 behind Nacho Nucko. Now, the top 7, notice their names in bold, as they're all within 101 points of each other. Remember, regular race is 70 points. The Grand Prix is 70 points per race win. The Indy 500, 100 points for a win. Keep that in mind. And the bottom of the standings, this is what you really hate to see. Hurry Tenten is the new bottom dweller in the standings by 1 point, just behind her former group mate back in the old days of Melty Plus and also last series champion Kamishiro Natsume by just 1 point. And the vTuber racer Kotone, third from last in the standings. I swear to God, if 1010 finishes with the wooden spoon in this series, I'm gonna complain. Anyway, let's move on. Let's open up the game and get to racing. And the fade transition doesn't want to work this time. Alright, 2 races today, the last 2 races of the series, both at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the historic IMS. First, it's the Indy Grand Prix on the obviously nicknamed Grand Prix road course. 14 turns, 2.439 miles. Last year in the Grand Prix, we raced on the F1 configuration of the road course, and the race was won by Shigeru Uwe. This time we're racing on the modified version of the course, the updated 2014 to present version of the course. 15 laps, 25 minute maximum for racing, and we'll just get through the we'll just get through the racing. Now, notice I have a new setup for this finale, which we may see in later streams. So yeah, I'm just trying to get used to slightly different keyboard controls than usual. So please excuse me if things might look willy-nilly for me. And yep, there's 1010 who I really want to not see finish dead last in the standings. I scroll to make sure everyone looks A-okay. And Nachanaka was in, and for some reason, the TV ticker wouldn't load, so it's going to be a bit more difficult to follow along with the race. Just waiting for qualifying to begin, and it seems to have already begun. Now, the Indy Grand Prix uses a variation of the usual road course configuration. It's basically the short oval configuration, but the wheels adjusted for road course, whatchamacallit. And the usual Firestone red tires, because that's what we usually use in road course racing. Anyway, go into turn one, and then some left and right turns, and right there. And then after a slight whoopsie doodle left and right, you go into the second longest straight section in the circuit, where you get involved in speed. Right there. And then mind yourself, because this is where things might go wrong. You might understeer and hit the wall, and that'll end up costing you the race, and that's no bueno. Anyway, a few more turns, and then in the old configuration, you gotta go through the turn one of the oval, old configuration of road course. But in this new configuration, you gotta go in this intersection. This part is where it leads to the pit lane. But if you're in the race, you just go through that left side, and then finally you reach the start-finish point. Remember the Grand Prix course goes clockwise, while the oval goes to traditional counterclockwise. Now let's see if our girl would even qualify for the race. If she doesn't, then she gets wooden spoon, because as you know, the top 33 and the bottom 7 in points won't even qualify for the 500. And just like that, everything is completely ruined. This series is officially terrible. I hate everything. You hate to see it. 1010 fails to qualify for the race. She gets the wooden spoon. Ah! Ah! Oh, man. Oh, my lord. R Factor has done it again, ladies and gentlemen. It never fails to impress me. Oh, you hate to see it. So you won't be seeing her in the 500 this year. Much to everyone's disappointment. So if you're rooting for her, go home. Nothing to see here. Come back in August. Anyway, Pochi misses out, so So that's ends her championship contention. We don't even want to begin what happened here. Milky Queen was already out of championship contention anyway. Temako failed to qualify for this race, but she's still 90 points behind. And Shy Lily was also out of championship contention anyway. So good news, Kiki will start this race for all you champions following around. She'll start off 30th. And who else? Who else isn't here? Well, look at that. Girl DM will start off full. Sorry, just typing something down. Yeah. So DM, I guess. DM will start with Paul. Gagranana will start beside her. Gagranana, who won the Indy 500 last year, looking for her second win in vTuber IndieCar. This time on the road course. Tanaka Hime third, and then Nimu, Keisun, and Lily Hops. Snuffy, Ayami, Chibi, Vienna, Hina, and Yuka Bear. And then Zero, Merryweather, and Nabi. Annie, Kyoho, and Hilo. Koopa, Nakami, Hinata, and Soyapoya. Miyakari, Tomoshika, and Shigeru Ui. Let's see. Nina, Natsume, and Bao. And finally, Kagurame, Nacho Nako, and Kyomi Pyonpyon. Points leader starting back row, along with Kiki. So that's your grid, if you want to call it that. As I gotta update the thingy I have here. Anyway, 15 laps for this race. It's the second to last round, and I don't even know what to do if the TV graphics won't work as we begin the race. Anyway, let's get to it. All right, Girl DM leading everyone off as the safety car makes its presence felt. Girl DM, winner of 2 races a series, Kagura Nana, winner of just 1 race in the IndyCar competition. Still lacking a second race win. Let's just fast forward a bit because we're wasting time. This is a good starting point. Right around this section. And if I actually hit the fast forward button, then during the race, then the race would already be rigged. And we don't even want that. So anyway, everyone's going into the last section. I don't even know what's going on here with the cars lagging. And I think I think everything's going to be clear. And the safety car is pulling up, and we're just waiting for this race to begin. Hopefully, if Girl DM starts up ahead of Kagwanana, which in this case doesn't look like it, but we're green flag anyway. And thankfully, the ticker goes up. Here we go. We are racing at the Indy Grand Prix. Kagwanana leads everyone off. Good start by her. And did I say good starts? I mean poor starts. She goes wide. That'll allow Tanaka Hime to go up into the lead. And Nana loses a few spots on that botched turn 1 start. So Tanaka Hime and Girl DM and Keisan are your top 3. And Kiki is lagging behind others, and Nachoneko doesn't have her engine cover in place, and we go ahead and see how everyone's faring on this turn, and I think everyone seems okay. Yep. Did I say everyone seems okay? Suzuki Hino doesn't seem okay. I see something, and something on the contrary happens, so I guess Hino will have to go into pit lane. Anywho, Tanaka Hime wants a race win of her own after her good friend Suzuki Hino won at Baltimore. She's going to have the lead after this opening lap. Girl DM is second, Keisan third. We still have 14 more laps to sit through. And Tanaka Hime makes a boo-boo of her own. Oh, that's just cheating. Come on. Follow track limits. Why you do that? That's gamesmanship right there on Hime's part. And a few drivers have to pit. Zero, Annie, and Kiki, sadly. Shiguri Ui and Suzuki Hina. And here comes Girl DM! Girl DM! Third in point standings almost overtook Hime. She goes on the inside. Tries to go on the inside. Not quite making it through. Do I have a first casualty? No, not quite. Not quite. And now Girl DM goes on the move again, and that didn't quite account for much. DM's trying again, and she's accelerating, and she does go into the lead over Hime. Keisan still third. Keisan certainly likes her road courses. Nemu, who only arrived at the start of the 6th round, seventh round, went to the roster before the 6th round, didn't make it to that race, but went to the 7th round and did pretty well there. Nemu's 4th. Kagwanana 5th. And oh, that is a mistake. Oh, that is brutal. Look again in replay. Look again in replay. Tanaka Hime just basically rammed into DM. Wow. Oh, that is just That is just crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And so Kason goes into the lead. Nemu goes up to second. As you might recall, if you stuck with us through the series, Nemu finished second at Baltimore in a surprise upset. And yellow light, third sector for some reason. Kason, Nemu. Nana goes up to third. And no whoopsie doodles here. I think all 30 cars are still hunky-dory. Iami jumps to fourth. Snuffy couldn't quite get to sixth as Vienna pushes ahead of Snuffy. And Kason and Nemu are both okay. And look at Nana. She's fine. Iami's fine. Oh, very close right there. Hilo almost fucks up. But she applies her brakes just in time, and she's still in the race. And we've already lost one driver. It's Nina. And she's going to be out of the championship running as she's 118 points behind Nacho at the start of the race. So that's our first driver out of championship, out of the Grand Prix. So 29 drivers left. Kason's lead. 3.346 seconds over Nemu. Kason's still very much in championship contention at this point. Nemu not even in championship contention because she started the series late to replace Bitani. Nana really wants to get into the 500. Nemu as well. Guess I'm very likely to enter the 500 herself. By the by, is my voice good? Is my voice loud and clear? I have the volume set to 150% volume. And Nana almost overtaking Nemu for a second. Maybe on the straightaway. Wow, look how close that was. Nana was able to go ahead of her by just 0.002 on the start finish, but that's just the best she could do here. And Koopa had issues at that first turn, and DM sadly crashes out on the first turn. Oh, that's gonna screw up her championship hopes. No points this round for one of the championship contentions, and Kason, for some reason, lost a rear wing. So that's going to force her to go into pit lane. Kaga Nana. Kaga Nana will still be in second as Kason, the absolute madwoman, will skip the pit lane this time. Iami third. And Vienna fourth, Snuffy 5. Ayane high-low after that incident a few laps ago goes up to 6th, and everything I say, the contrary happens just afterward. Ayane high-low 7th. Oh, Nemu! We also lost Nemu! Oh no! Nemu's out of the race! While she... So, that will... Might as well cost her spot in the 500! Considering that Noriko Kyoho is still in it. Nemu and Kyoho were tied in points for the last spots in the 500, with Nemu having controlling the tiebreaker due to having a second place finish, while Kyoho was most absent. And now we've lost Nemu, and Nemu will miss out on the Indy 500. Vienna goes into the lead. Ayame makes a mistake. And will drop to 3rd. Bringing Snuppy up to 3rd. Lily Hops and Zero are both 2 laps behind. And Vienna messes up on the turn and is without a rear wing. Here comes Kagranana, taking advantage of that, trying to take advantage of that blooper. Vienna doesn't have a rear wing, Kagranana still has. And Nana charges into the lead. Look at that, Kagranana leads. Where is Nemu in my notepad? We already lost 2 drivers, 2 front row drivers in this race. Most damning was DM crashing out early from the start of pole. Pole position drivers not doing too well this series still, even on this new computer setup I'm using. Kagranana leads. Vienna still on the on the track, not quite going to pit lane yet. Snuffy but slow. Ayame moves up to P3. Nana's good. Vienna and Ayame good. Shibadoki and Snuffy are okay. Merriweather is fine. Ayame very close to overtaking Vienna for 2nd. And now she uses her push to pass and goes up to P2 with less than half of the race to go. Here comes Kagranana. Has to endure 6 more laps. As she crosses the yard of bricks. She won on the oval. She might get a win on the road course. Her lead is marked as 5.149 seconds over Ayame. Chibidoki is the new 3rd place driver. But after that start-finish checkpoint, Snuffy is threatening. We'll see what happens after this turn. Nana is good, and Ayame likewise. And look how close these drivers are. Snuffy, Chibidoki, and IME battle for second. IME drops a couple spots. 2 rookies in the top 3. IME couldn't quite find an opportunity to pass any of the 2. Looking for an opportunity to go ahead. Snuffy and Chibi were side by side. Chibi goes back up to second. Snuffy will pull back a bit. 5 to go. Nana's lead only getting ever so bigger. And Snuffy pulls back Merryweather, who was rather quiet throughout the series, up to P4. Maybe perhaps for a brief moment at best. Look how close these drivers are. We gotta follow along with these 4. And Merryweather pulls back. Careful, Snuffy. Oh, that's probably gonna lose her a few spots in the grid. And IME finds a clearance to go back up to second. Merryweather moves into the top 3. Maybe for a brief moment, as both Chibi and Snuffy have gone close to him again. Nana is still good. Very dangerous by Moriko Kyoho right there. Almost speared into Snuffy. Four to go. This turn and turn number 1 are the turns to watch out for. Top 4 look good. The others look okay. Very dangerous by Nakamiya Hinata. But she's still racing. Did we lose more drivers? No. Lily Hop's 3 behind. Annie and Suro 2 behind. So top 24 are still in contention for points. 16 drivers within the lead lap as we reach lap 13 of 15. Nana still has a clear lead. Oh, Chibidoki. Couldn't quite handle the first turn. Luckily, there was still a distance between her and Merryweather. Merryweather, he's still a fair distance behind Chibidoki. Lily Hops is in the way. Everyone is still good, I guess. IME, with 2 race wins, trying to look for her 3rd. While Kago Nana is desperately looking for her 2nd. 2 laps to go. And IME will basically give up at this point. because our Factor AI. Our Factor AI is a fuck. My word, everyone is going to pit lane all of a sudden. So who's the new second place driver? It's Sugary Ooey, who won at the road course last year. And is doing quite a darn good job on this road course configuration. Nobby goes up to 3, so it's an all Honda veteran top 3. Now let's see how big Kagranana's lead is. 25 seconds ahead of Sugary Ooey. What might really ruin momentum is if she decides to go into pit lane in any of the final 2 laps. And what did you expect? Hopefully her stop at pit lane doesn't end up taking that long. Ooey and Nobby. And Sugar and Kagranana, trying to maintain pit speed. But Sugar Ooey and Nobby are too fast. So Sugar Ooey goes into the lead with Nobby just behind, so it's going to be a closer finish. Tanaka Hime knocks Kagranana out of a potential podium spot. Oh man. Again, Kagranana was hoping for a victory. A chance to stop at the pit lane at an inopportune time. She may have to wait for a second race win next series. Or maybe the 500, I don't know. How low is she in the standings? Well, she's not in the bottom 7, that's for sure. And here comes Sugary Ooey! Sugary Ooey! Looking for her second win, and it's going to be both on the Indy road course. And how about that? Sugary Ooey is going to cross the start-finish line to win the Indy Grand Prix once again! Nobby Mama finishes second, and Tanaka Hime steals third. That defensive maneuver at the start of the final lap against offensive maneuver or defensive, I don't know, really knocked Kagranana out of the podium. Unlucky for Kagranana. Just misses out on the podium. Sugary Ooey. 2 race wins on both road course configurations. Your top 3, Ooey, Nobby. 3, Hime. And Nacho Neko crashes out on the 13th lap. So both of the top 2 fail to make an impression on the road course. And Sugary Ooey runs out of fuel at this point. Nakamiya Hinata will close out the points, and Zero will give up at this point. So that is your race. That's your Grand Prix right there, as we lock in the points and confirm The starting field, the 33 cars who will get to race in the 500. Ui, Nabi, Hime, Nana, Bao, Hilo, Maya, Ayami, Snuffy, Merriweather, Koopa, Chibi, Soyapoya, Keson, Akari, Kyoho, Yuka, Kiki will finish 18th, Hina 19th, Vienna 20th. Well, Maya finished 7th, so she avoids the previous race winner's curse. Well, Kiki ran into an accident, but she'll get points because she finished 14 laps. Natsume, Tomo, Annie, and Hinata get points. Lily, no points. Zero, no points. Nacho, accident. Nimu, accident. DM, accident. And Nina, accident. And where's the file to lock in the points? Come on. All right. At least that works. At least that works. And adjust everything. And I might be missing out on a name. Who finished behind Snuffy? Who finished behind Snuffy? Merriweather. We'll get 22. And 1 point for DM. 1 point for DM. With a note of accident. And Kiyomi Pion Pion. Also with a note of accident. Let's see. So at the end of that race, Suzuki Hina will win the Road and Street classification by 43 points over Girl DM. Shigure Ui finishes 3rd in the classification after her 2nd Indy Grand Prix win. Shigure Ui rules the IMS road course. So Suzuki Hina 190, DM 153, Shigure Ui 138. Chibidoki finishes 4th with 126, and Kagurameya 125. And we'll lock in the medal counts. Shigure Ui with her 2nd win. She certainly loves her road courses. Nabimama gets another 2nd place finish. Goes up from 2 to 3. And Tanaka Hime gets another podium finish, another 3rd place finish. So, Ui, Nabi, and Hime are the top 3 in the 2nd Indy Grand Prix. And Kyoho secures enough points to make the roster for the Indy 500. we have 9 drivers in contention for the 9 drivers in contention for the championship. 33 drivers in the 500, which will mark gold here. And Milky Queen, despite failing to score in the last 4 races, gets the last spot in the 500. So congratulations to Milky Queen. She'll race in the 500. Nemu will hopefully see her again in the August series. So Nemu, Pikami, Siru, Mioneru, Katone, Natsume, and sadly Tenten all miss out in the 500. And before we begin, I'll check something in a couple minutes, and then we will get to the vTuber Indy 500. So stick around for a minute or so. I'm gonna go check on something. We'll get ready to begin, and we'll see you for the 500. Alright, we are, audio streams, the current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Are you kidding me, man? Anyway, we are set to go for the 500. The vTuber Indy 500. I was gonna put in the captcha. This is the last race in this series. It's a big one. The greatest spectacle in vTuber racing. We are gonna race over 40 laps. So 40 laps on the 2.5 mile oval, which results in 100 miles. But we have the race time scale at ×5, so it ends up being a wash. Anyway, who do we have for championship contention? We have Nacho. Nacho leading by 23 points. Nacho, Hina Diam Nabi, Kiki, Kagurameya, Akari, Shigeru and Temiko. Those are 9 drivers in contention for the 5th Series Championship. I gotta do my math, hopefully. So, so Suzuki Hina is 23 behind. She could win the championship with a 15th place finish and pole, or 14th place or otherwise. So provide others fail score. So 15P or 14. Diam needs well, she's 41 behind. So fifth or better. 5th or better. Nabi is 49 behind. So 4th or better. Kiki 66 behind. So 3rd or better. Kagurameya 83 behind. Well, the rest need to win. So yeah, 100 points for a race win, 75 per second, and 60 for 3rd. And if you finish 30th or below, 1 point each. So coming home 2nd in this race gives away more points than just running a normal race. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The 500 is about to begin. We're gonna load the circuit and eliminate these 7 drivers who failed to qualify for this race. And I blabber too much. Let's just load. Let's just load. Yeah, we need a field of 33. So we'll get rid of a few drivers who fail to qualify. First off, and you hate to see it. And second, you hate to see it. And Kotone and Miyuneru all miss out in the race. And then Ciro, Pikami, and Nimu. They all fail to qualify. And it looks good, I suppose. As we wait for qualifying to begin for the 33 drivers. Notice the different setup for the cars. Special tires and special speedway kits for the drivers. And who's gonna race? Well, actually not race. Go out onto the track for qualifying. Come on, anyone. I guess we'll follow Temiko. Have a nice view of the IMS Speedway. Remember, lads, tell your friends, tell your family. The 500 is about to begin. As Temiko speeds along the backstretch. Speeds can go up to 230 miles per hour on a good day. And the lap is around like 44 seconds or something. I don't know. And you gotta go through 40 such laps to do very well in this race. So that's a lap at the IMS. We'll see who gets pole who gets the coveted pole position point. Let's see how it is. These results are rigged. We need all times. We need all times if possible. There we go, much better. We won't bump any more drivers because we already have our field of 33. So these drivers won't get pole. These drivers won't get pole. Oh my goodness, it's going to be top 10 for Kiki. Kiki will start off 8th if you're following along. And pole position will go to Merriweather. Merriweather, for some reason, gets a pole. Starting alongside him is IME. And then second row, Koopa and Milky. And then Soya Poya and Shy Lily make up the first 3 rows. Annoyingly, we can't do 3 wide in our factor. We gotta stick to our usual 2 wide start. Alright, Bao, Kiki, and Pochi, 7, 8, and 9. Ui, Chibi, and Kyoho. Kyoho, who made the roster by the skin of her teeth, starts off 12th. Same for Milky Queen. Hina, Nabi, and Vienna. Snuffy, Lillyhops, and Sarway. Who else? Nacho, Hilo, and Maya. Hime, and then last year's 500 winner Kagonana, and then Lumi. And then Nina, Annie, and Girl DM. Minayakari and Nakamiya Hinata. And then Tamako, Keson, Yukabera, and Tomoshika. That is your grid for this massive 40-lap, 100-mile race in the 500. Oh no, better let the others know. Better let the others know that we're about to race soon. Better let the others know that we are about to race soon. Because this is going to be a big one. Do-do-do-do. Desktop. And I forgot about the activate Windows thing. Good job, me. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get the music ready, and we should be about to begin for 40 laps. 40 laps of action. Let's do this. No. Music. All right. Greatest spectacle in vTuber racing. As a safety car brings everyone out. As we hope to decide a champion. Hope to decide not just the winner of the 500, but also the champion of this fifth IndyCar series. Safety car leading everyone off at around 75 miles per hour. Throughout the back stretch. Massive crowd on hand, over like 300,000 spectators filling the grandstands and the infield and outfield at the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the real-life Indianapolis 500, which will have its 106th running tomorrow. Right now, we're set to see 33 Indy vTubers race over 40 laps in the vTuber Indy 500. Get ready for 30 minutes of exciting action, ladies and gentlemen, as the safety car goes in momentarily. Merriweather and IME leading everyone up onto the start-finish straightaway. vTuber Indy 500 is green. Here we go. Going on to the first turn. IME jumps ahead of Merriweather after turn number 1. Goes into the lead. Cooper Fortuna is third. Shiloh fourth, and Milky is fifth. I believe all of these drivers are out of championship contention, I think. So I don't know. Anyway, here comes IME going through turn number 4, and she's going to have the lead after this opening lap. Yes, she does. 5.047. Cooper Fortuna in the Honda goes ahead of IME. And Yuka Bear and Nina did have quite a good start to the opening lap. Girl DM is lagging behind at 31st. And whereas Nacho Neko is running 7th at the moment. The championship leader, looking for her first IndyCar championship. Doing pretty good so far. Koopa, Shy Lily, Chibidoki are top 3 after the second lap. Shy Lily jumps ahead. And Yuka Bear is still in pit lane. Nina is coming out. Chibidoki jumps into the lead. And if you're following along with Kiki, she's 15th. Middle of the track. Pack. On this oval track. Words are hard, please excuse me. Battle between Chibi and Koopa. Koopa goes back to the lead. Koopa start off, where did she start off in this race? Well, third. And she's doing a pretty good job. Already through 4. As Chibi slams into that's a loose bit of debris here. The car's going too wide, perhaps 3 wide. Nacho Neko, 8th still. Merryweather's on the move. Oh, couldn't quite beat Koopa to the line after the checkpoint, but he goes back into the lead as they go around turns 1 and 2. Suzuki Hina goes up to 3rd. Suzuki Hina is one of the championship contenders. She's 2nd in the points. Needs a finish of 14th or better to have a shot at the championship. Probably notwithstanding how Nacho's doing. Nacho's 8th. But Hina is 5th. Small difference in points between 5th and 8th in points. Shibagoki regains the lead. 33 laps left. That's the number of drivers racing on this track. Ayami is just behind Merryweather. But Snuffy is accelerating. Goes to P2. So what was a battle for 3rd becomes a battle for... What was a battle for 2nd becomes a battle for 3rd, and Ayami will go back to 3rd. Snuffy and Chibidoki, 2 sharpie rookies. Very close right there. Snuffy passes Chibi for the lead just after the checkpoint. As we have a look at some of the drivers here. Car in pits. Couple cars in pits. Hime and Lily. Ayami back in the lead. Close race. And she slows down a bit on the front stretch. Back to the lead for Snuffy. Suzuki Hina is 1 spot ahead of Nacho. Top 5 are Snuffy, Chibi, Ayami, Soya, and Koopa. And the top 3 will change somewhat. Ayami, Chibi, and Soya, Poya, Snuffy, and Koopa, your top 5. With 30 to go. Quarter of the way through this race. Kiki is middle of the track. That's 18. And we'll look at the back stretch right there. basically no one is out of the race yet. Soriapoya, out of nowhere, jumps to the lead. 26 drivers in the lead lap. Nana struggling at 26th. Soriapoya's lead as of current 1.650 over IME. Merriweather goes back up to P3. Not a lot of lead changes on hand as IME scuffles with Hilo. Nacho Neko, championship leader, is 6th. Suzuki Hina 4th. But the difference between points at fourth, between 4th and 6th is minimal at best. So Nacho still has the edge at this point. Nacho Neko still has the advantage in points. Quite up there in the first quarter of the race, first quarter plus of this race. Nabi clashes wheels with Koopa. Look how close these drivers are. Nacho losing a few spots. Remember, Suzuki Hina is only 23 behind Nacho. Even going on 14th. DM! Look at that, she's gone back up to 13th. 12th for Nacho Neko. 9th for Hina. Nacho too high up there. And she passes Hina. Ayumi Sensei still leads. 2nd, Merriweather. 3rd, Koopa. Koopa jumps Merriweather to go back up to P2. Let's have a look at the rear view camera of Suzuki Hina. And how about the front view? Suzuki Hina, top 5. But Nacho Neko is threatening. .24 to go. Koopa Fortuna back in the lead. No serious accidents as of yet. Suzuki Hina is wounded without a right side pod. Hopefully it doesn't ruin her, what do you call it, her aerodynamics. My goodness, Hina moves up to P2. And she might go up into the lead again if not for Koopa starting to peel away and Hina slightly slowing down a bit. Well, substantially. Back down to 4th. And here comes Shiguri Ui out of nowhere. Just won the Indy Grand Prix for a second time, and now she wants a 500 win. Just slowly creeping towards Koopa Fortuna. On to start finish straight away. Shiguri Ui will just get marked into the lead. Nacho Neko, championship points leader, third at the timeline. But we'll slow down a bit first. She's still ahead of just about everyone in the championship standing, save for Hina. But Hina is way up there. Points separating 4th and 5th, only 5 points. Look how close these drivers are. Look at Hina go. She's threatening to go up into the lead. Well, second for just a brief moment as Koopa sneaks past Hina. Girl DM needs to do better than this. 6th is just not enough for her to be in contention for points. Goes back up to 5th, but Hina is P3. And now she's P2. Here is Hina on the move. She goes into the lead with less than half of this race remaining. Winner of one race in Baltimore this series. Now looking for an oval race win. One that might give her the championship should she clear away some of the threats that are just behind her, such as Merriweather and Koopa. And here comes Merriweather, fast approaching Suzuki Hina. And Hina just backs out a bit. Points separating DM and Hina. $18 points, I think. 18 points. DM is 5th, and Suzuki Hina back to the lead. And where the hell is Nacho Neko 6th? We may have to do a bit of absurd math after this race is done and dusted. 16 to go. Let's see the other championship contenders. Oh no! Kiki is 30th. Nabi's back at 24th. And, who else? Coverman needs to win, and, that's not looking too well for her. And Shirui will have to go into pit lane. Look at this! 1-2! Lumi and Merriweather. They definitely are. These two definitely are. Nacho Neko goes back up to third. Oh, Suzuki Hina a distant fifth. P2 for Nacho. As a few cars are having to settle at pit lane for just a wee bit. Merriweather's lead is 1.5 seconds. Merriweather will start out the pole. Nacho Neko consistently good. She can already taste that's a championship. And she's well ahead of others here. In the championship. Oh, Hina back down to 8th. Nacho Neko! Nacho Neko now leads. The next highest is Milky Queen. Next highest at the moment is Milky Queen. Nacho Neko peeling away from Mary. Let's see what the difference is. 1.37 second. 1.377. But the issue is I have seen in testing. I've done like around half a dozen or so tests for this race. We may have pit stop shuffles. Well, not currently at this point. Maybe a couple more laps, and then it's the pit stop shuffle. 2 seconds separates Nacho Neko and new second place driver Milky Queen. Koopa back up to third. Milky Queen on the move here. We may have a rookie race winner in the 500. Nacho drops to third. But she's still well ahead of the next highest championship contender, Indiana. As Suzuki Hina, well, drops to 16th out of points. 10 to go! Last corner of the race. Koopa goes to the lead. Nacho Neko fourth, but still ahead of the other contenders. Well ahead of the other contenders. Chibudoki goes into the top 5. Koopa Fortuna marks 9 to go. As the camera goes all willy-nilly, as we see cars going around the around the first turn. Milky Queen leapfrogs Koopa, goes back to the lead. Tanaka Hime has a boring lap car. She'll sandwich herself between Koopa and the Merriweather. And Koopa Fortuna is threatening. .009 at the checkpoint. And we have a sandwich situation on this first turn. But Hime quickly clears up the conundrum. No one out of it yet. Everyone's still in the points. But Nabi and Ui just well out of it. Kiki, I'm afraid, is still 23rd. When she needs at least 3rd place. As we're scanning around the grid, Ayami, who was in the lead for a few laps, down to a mere 20th and perhaps worse as we're going along, with 7 to go. Nachoneko, 3rd. But Yuka Bear is on the move. She'll pass. Well, never mind. She's a lapped car. I thought she was up there. So, Nachoneko still ahead of the other championship contenders. Nacho needs non-championship contenders and herself if possible to shut out the top 5 for her to win the championship. Milky Queen remains steadfast in the lead. Milky Queen marks 5 to go. Five laps to go. Sorry for that brief pause. Chibi Doki goes up to 2nd. All 5 drivers are non-championship contenders. Nachoneko back to 5th. Here comes Milky Queen, forcing a pit stop shuffle, I think. And it's already a mess here. That's what we need. With a few laps to go, first dozen or so drivers having to stop at pit lane for a final sprint. And, by consequence, Kiki will move up to 2nd, but might pit, I don't know. Now goes into the lead. Almost 3 to go. Kiki in the lead by 0.837. Gotta check how the others are faring. I don't see much in the way of championship contenders in top 15. Tamako needed to win, but I don't even know. Milky jumps back into the lead. Kiki still second, but she needed a finish of third or higher. Penultimate lap. This may be for the championship. LOL, I am screaming. Where did Nacho go? Holy shit, Nacho drops to 32nd. Milky Queen marks 1 to go. Oh, Pochi! Pochi's just behind Kiki. Tomoshka is still a distant fourth behind Kiki. Third might be enough. Milky Queen. Milky Queen going around turn 3. Onto turn 4. Onto the start-finish line. Milky Queen will win the Indy 500! Kiki! Vicious third! That might be the championship for Kiki! Pending point distribution! What a finish! Holy cow! Is that the championship for Kiki? With a third place finish? I think Kiki I think Kiki has just about done it! From a start of hell if I know! From a start of 8th! And I think that's a championship for Kiyomi Pyongyang! Holy cow! No, YouTube, I don't want picture-in-picture. I don't want picture-in-picture. I don't want picture-in-picture. I just want to confirm the points. I can't speak. Milky needed a third place or higher, and look at this. The others are just way out of it. Nacho finished 31st. Hina finished 22nd. Milky, Pochi, and Kiki, your top 3. Hold on, just need to earn the points. We may have ourselves a rookie champion in IndieCar. I'm shaking. I can't quite type down the point distribution. There's still a few more names I have to type. Nacho and Diem. Oh, Nacho just about blew it. Nacho just about blew it. Just gonna confirm the points. Just gonna confirm the points and confirm the champion of the 5th series We already know Milky Queen just won the 500. Cannot forget the points standings. And never mind. Never mind, I was all excited for nothing. Never mind, I was all excited about nothing. Actually, it looks like Nacho Neko will take the championship. So all that's all the excitement's over nothing. Why did I think Kiki would need a finish of third or better? No, she finished just 7th behind. So Nacho Neko is the 5th series champion, and second place is Kiki by just 7 points, and Suzuki Hino will finish 3rd overall. I got too excited over nothing. But Kiki will still win the oval classification by just 1 point over Nacho. If anything. So I guess that's that for this series. Nacho Neko, despite finishing 31st, somehow wins the championship. Provided my math is right. I can't speak. Oh, goodness. So, 18 plus 30, 18 plus 30 plus 2 plus 6 plus 22 plus 2 plus 100 equals 180. And this points standings don't tell a lie. Nacho Neko is the 5th series champion. Milky Queen is the 500 winner. Ah, man, I was hoping for a rookie championship, but Math Dag repent. No, Nacho Knuckle is the champion of the 5th series. So congratulations to her. As we gotta confirm things. Man, had Kiki finished second, that definitely would have been the championship for her. Alright, here are your final point standings. We need our final points standings. To confirm what the hell is going on. Hold on, I gotta redo that screen cap. I gotta redo that screen cap. Cause I've forgotten how to think. I think this is a screen cap, yep. So you gotta zoom into full screen or use a magnifying glass to see how it is. Now Trineko is apparently the champion. Because what is arithmetic? Kiki, valiant effort, finishes in the podium in the overall championship standings, and Suzuki Hina will come home third. 4th Girl DM, 5th Nabi. And dead last in the standings, I don't even want to talk about it. And yes, I did put in the pole position point for Merriweather. So these results are not rigged. What does it say? Only really turned into the last couple of races. Thanks for putting us on. Thanks for your exciting commentary during the race. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Really enjoyed having you watch the races. So that's gonna do it. That's the series. That's all for IndieCar until like August. So the 6th series races will have races at Nazareth Homestead Road Course, the Texas World Speedway at College Station, Mosport Trenton, Brands Hatch, Kansas, Talladega Road Course in Orlando, San Jose, Ontario, and Manhattan. That's the lineup for the 6th series races at in August. But Nacho Nako hoping for championship defense right there. Anyway, next confirmed series is not until July with Formula Hollow's 8th series, so be sure to tune into that. And keep an eye out for perhaps some streams during June for Corporal Car, I think. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Regrets to Milky Queen for winning the Indy 500, and now Trineko for winning the championship in a really close title race. Hope to see her again real soon for more vTuber racing, and don't forget the Discord link in the description and in the chat. That's gonna do it. Can't wait for the real life Indianapolis 500 tomorrow. Hope you'll tune into that as well. I know I would. I know I would. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me here. Hope to see you again real soon for the next vTuber racing series. My name is Dag the Pig. Thanks for watching, everyone. On to Dag.